Hey, Habs fans, are you feeling a rush of excitement tinged with restless curiosity right now? What if I told you that the Montreal Canadiens are reportedly targeting Mason Mctavish, a hard-hitting young center from the Anaheim Ducks, as a potential game changer for our second line? With the trade rumor mill in full swing and Montreal's cap space wide open after moving Carey Price's contract, the stage is set for a transformative move. Today, we're diving into this electrifying speculation, exploring Mctavish's fit with the Habs, and weighing the cost of landing a rising star who could redefine our attack. Let's unpack this thrilling possibility and see if it's the bold stroke Montreal needs to soar. Let's set the scene with the latest buzz stirring the NHL market. The Canadiens, riding a promising 3-1-0 start to the 2025-26 season after a playoff return in 2024-25, are eager to solidify their roster, particularly at second-line center behind Nick Suzuki. With over $38 million in projected cap space for 2026-27 following the Price contract trade, GM Kent Hughes has the financial firepower to chase strategic upgrades. Sources close to the league indicate that Montreal is closely monitoring Mason Mctavish, a 22-year-old restricted free agent, RFA, with the Ducks, whose physicality and offensive flair make him a prime candidate to elevate the Habs' competitiveness. While nothing is official, the interest is serious, and the rumor alone has fans buzzing with anticipation. Now, let's dive into why Mason Mctavish is such a compelling target for Canadiens. Drafted third overall by Anaheim in 2021, Mctavish has quickly emerged as a force, blending size, 6 feet 1 inch, 213 pounds, speed, and clutch scoring ability. Last season, he posted 19 goals and 42 points in 64 games, showcasing his knack for finishing plays and creating chances under pressure. His style, physical, decisive, and versatile, makes him a perfect fit to anchor Montreal's second line alongside talents like Ivan Demidov or Patrick Lane. Analysts highlight his potential to become a star, noting his ability to lead individual rushes while setting up teammates, a dual threat that could balance the Habs' offensive load. With a current cap hit of $894,167 on his entry-level contract, expiring soon as an RFA, he's a steal for now, though a future extension could climb to $4 to $5 million annually. Let's imagine how Mctavish could transform Montreal's lineup. Slotting him as a second-line center would ease the burden on Suzuki, allowing the Habs to deploy two dangerous scoring units. Picture Mctavish bulldozing through defenses, feeding Demidov for sniper finishes, or crashing the net himself for gritty goals. His presence would add a new layer of aggression to the attack. His experience in high-stakes moments, despite his youth, including standout performances at the World Juniors, would bring poise to a young roster, while his physicality complements Martin St. Louis, push for a fast, relentless style. For a team transitioning from rebuild to contention, as evidenced by their early 2025-26 success, Mctavish could be the spark to make the second line a consistent threat against elite opponents. Of course, securing Mctavish won't be a walk in the park. The Anaheim Ducks view him as a cornerstone of their young core alongside Trevor Zegras and Leo Carlsson, and they're unlikely to let him go without a hefty return. Speculation suggests Montreal might need to offer a package, including a 2026 first-round pick, a top prospect like Owen Beck or Oliver Kapanen, and possibly a current roster player such as Kirby Dach or a depth piece. With multiple teams reportedly monitoring Mctavish, competition could inflate the cost further. Hughes, renowned for strategic asset management, must weigh the immediate boost against depleting the Habs' future pipeline. Additionally, as an RFA, Mctavish's next contract negotiations loom. Anaheim holds leverage, and any trade would need to account for long-term cap implications. Even with Montreal's current flexibility, let's consider the risks and hurdles from both perspectives. For the Canadiens, trading significant assets for Mctavish carries uncertainty. While his 42 points last season signal promise, he's not yet a proven elite player, and adapting to the intense Montreal market or St. Louis system isn't guaranteed. Losing a first-round pick or a prospect like Beck could sting if Mctavish doesn't hit his ceiling. For Anaheim, parting with a high draft talent risks stalling their rebuild, especially if the return underperforms. GM Pat Verbeek would need to balance immediate roster needs with long-term vision, and rival offers could complicate talks. Both sides face scrutiny in a high-stakes deal, and with Mctavish's RFA status adding a layer of complexity, negotiations could drag or collapse under competing interests. Let's step back and assess the broader implications. If Montreal landed Mason Mctavish, it would mark a decisive shift from cautious rebuilding to assertive roster building, prioritizing a young star who could grow into a franchise pillar over the next decade. It's not just about filling the second-line center role. It's about injecting physicality, creativity, and clutch performance into a lineup blending youth with emerging veterans. For Anaheim, trading Mctavish would signal a pivot to future assets or different needs, a tough call for a team also on the rise. As the rumor suggests, his arrival could offer St. Louis more tactical options, balancing the attack and deepening the roster for a playoff push. While speculative, this possibility fuels dreams of a revitalized Habs squad ready to challenge the NHL's best. As we wrap this up, I'm electrified by the vision of Mason Mctavish in a Canadiens jersey, powering through opponents and igniting the Bell Center with game-changing plays. This trade rumor, targeting a young, physical talent from Anaheim to transform our second line, feels like a daring yet strategic move for Ken Hughes. Mctavish's blend of strength, speed, and offensive upside could be the missing piece to elevate Montreal from playoff hopefuls to serious contenders. While the cost would be steep and competition fierce, the potential reward of pairing him with our rising stars is hard to overlook. Whether this becomes reality or remains a captivating what if, it's a reminder that the Habs are on a hunt for impact players to shape their future. So, Habs Nation, I'm passing this to you. Would you trade high-value assets for Mason Mctavish to strengthen our second line, or should we rely on internal development to fill that role? Drop your passionate opinions and measured concerns in the comments. I'm eager to see if this rumor sparks the same thrill in you as it does in me. And if the idea of Mctavish in blue, Blanc et Rouge has you pumped, hit that like button to show your enthusiasm. Let's keep this conversation alive as we watch the Canadiens build toward greatness in 2025 to 26. Until next time, keep believing and bleed blue, Blanc et Rouge.